Well, the biggest thing is just making sure guys are playing hard, and you're kind of in the middle part of that camp right now, and some of these guys think they can't go any harder, and they got to keep working. They think it's tough. It ain't tough, and it's got to be a lot tougher right now on these guys. And we got to keep straining these guys. So I hope to see some guys that are really, pushing and working, and we have been. We have been, but we got to go harder. We got to go harder. We got to strain them a little harder as a coaching staff, and so that's what I hope to see.
With pads on now, any of those offensive linemen that have
we got some guys that are stepping up and playing a little bit, and we're still moving guys around at different positions in the O-line. We hadn't set on a certain group just yet. We got some guys getting some good reps and getting good evaluation on film, and which will be a good evaluation tool with it. But that's what it is right now. I mean, we're far from being the old hogs of the Redskins right now. I mean, if that's what you're asking me, we're not there yet. But we got some guys working hard with it.
Got some injuries with wide receiver. How have you had to adjust that so far?
Well, everybody's getting a lot of reps right now. Those that are out there. You just got to make do. This is part of camp, and you got to push through some of that stuff. And they got guys getting in that training room, and it seems like we got some hamstrings and some growing injuries right now that are just, they're kind of bothering us a little bit. But we got to get those guys back. It's given some great opportunities for some of those younger guys.
Do you think you'll get those guys back for a scrimmage tomorrow, some of those guys?
I think we will. I think we'll get a couple of them back. I don't know exactly who, but I think we'll get them back.
Anybody in particular who surprised you or impressed you this first week of practices that you weren't expecting?
C.J. Jones at running back. C.J.'s done a good job. Zach Brooks has done a good job. Obviously, the two freshmen have definitely had their moments. Those are some guys that stand out right there. Mike Williams obviously stood out at receiver. Some of the young guys. Sharon Peak is having a really good camp right now. Martavis been bothered with a little nagging injury, but he'll be all right. There's a few more guys. I mean, we got some guys up front that they're working hard, but again, we're a long way from where we need to be. I mean, for 2 days in full pads, we need a good scrimmage tomorrow.
Let's see. Are things shaking out on the offensive line?
Well, we don't know yet. I mean, we've got a lot of guys being moved all the way around, and and trying to settle in on a certain five up front. We hadn't got there yet. We hope to get there here in the next few days, but we're not there yet. I know McLean's moving from tackle to guard, and we're doing some things there with him, and Kaylon Davis has been coming in. He's been a little bit of a surprise during camp. He's kind of flashed in the pan. He looks good one day, and then one day, he's kind of not, doesn't. But he needs to work on his consistency. But we've seen some really good things out of him. Tyler Shatley's been consistent. We know what we're getting out of Tyler Shatley. Gift Timothy's having a good camp. Brandon Thomas is a guy that's got to come on. We got to push his button, and he's got to really come on a little bit more and challenge him. He had a decent day yesterday, but we got to expect a lot more out of him being our leader up front.
Has Battle been more assertive?
It just depends on which way the wind's blowing, and there's times we all know what he's capable of, and he's looking really good, and then there's times he's got to keep pushing, and that's just the maturity level of him.